Hi, I'm Matt Julis, and I chose Nike as my company for the individual student assignment for SB100 integration and application. Nike is the biggest distributor of athletic clothing, shoes, and equipment in the United States. They have many partnerships with athletes such as Michael Jordan and organizations such as the NFL. If you walk down the street, you will definitely see someone wearing something with the Nike logo on it, whether it be a shirt, shoes, or socks. Even today, the company is getting bigger and bigger with more and more revenue coming in each and every year. Nike was founded by a man named Philip Knight and co-founded by a man named Bill Bowerman. Bowerman was Knight's coach when he attended the University of Oregon. Before the company was named Nike, it was called Blue Ribbon Sports and was founded on January 5th, 1964. The name later changed to Nike about 7 years later in 1971. The headquarters is located in Washington County, Oregon. At first, the company wasn't known for basketball until Michael Jordan came around in 1985. It was more of a running company beforehand. The athletic clothing industry is very large scale, so Nike has a lot of competitors. One of its biggest competitors is Adidas. Adidas is a very large company that focuses on the same products that Nike does. Some smaller companies that are competitors of Nike are Puma and New Balance. Like Nike, they focus on athletic clothing and sneakers, but on a much smaller scale. Nike's most recent annual sales for 2014 was $27.29 billion. This makes it the biggest and most wealth-producing company in the athletic clothing industry. Its competitors, such as Adidas, has an annual income of about $14 billion. New Balance only had an annual income of $2.7 billion. Nike is by far the wealthiest athletic clothing brand out now and almost has a monopoly on the business. Nike had a net profit margin of 14% as of June 2015, while Adidas had a net profit margin of 3.74%. Adidas is Nike's biggest competitor, and Nike's profit margin is over 10% greater than Adidas. Nike is a branch of shoes and clothes called Air Jordan. Air Jordan was started by Michael Jordan in 1985 while he was playing for the Chicago Bulls in his sophomore season. It is a huge part of Nike's annual revenue and is almost as big as the company itself. The past year, Jordan has sold over $2.6 billion in just shoe sales, not counting Nike apparel and other accessories. Alongside Nike itself, Jordan has turned Nike into an empire that keeps on expanding more and more every day, each day. Overall, Nike is one of the largest companies in its field. It stands out against all of its competitors, and if it were a race, Nike would be in first place. When founded in 1964, it was a much more small local company and it ended up forming into what it is today. One thing I learned about Nike that it had an annual income of over $10 billion more than Adidas. Adidas is Nike's biggest competitor, and Nike has a much higher annual income and profit margin. I hope to learn more about what Nike has in store for the future and to see if their annual income keeps on increasing like it has been over the last 50 years since the company was started by Phil Knight.